Hi, everyone. Good evening, and a very warm welcome to your live listening session from LeapScholar. How are you all doing today? Hey, everybody. Good evening. Hello. Hi. How are you all? So, yes, how are you all doing today? And if you are excited to learn more about the listening module, just comment excited in the chat box. Let me see that you are right here with me. Hi, Manoj. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Chandu. Yes, I'm also doing well, Natasha and Manoj. Thank you so much for asking me. Doing great. So, yes. Hi, Basir. Hi, Ajay. Doing well? Awesome. Great. So nice to know that it's your first time, Natasha. Welcome. Warm welcome, and I hope you enjoy the session. So, yes, let's begin, guys, without any further ado. I'm going to introduce myself to you since a lot of you are new. So, my name is Deeksha Mehta. I am an IELTS trainer here at LeapScholar. I have taught IELTS students for more than 2 years now, and prior to this, I have taught TOEFL and SAT as well. I am trained, certified by British Council, IDP, and the University of Cambridge, all the three beautiful organizations which are responsible for hosting and creating your IELTS exams. So rest assured, you are in absolutely safe hands. Uh, Go ahead, Heather. Please feel free to ask me any query that you have. So yes, let's begin with a short introduction to the listening module. Right, I'm quickly going to give you a brief overview. As you know, in the listening exam, you will have 40 questions, and the audio will be for around 32 minutes. There will be 4 recordings, and each recording will get progressively difficult, which means that the most difficult recording is the third and last one. There is no negative marking. So please feel free. If you do not know the answer, make an educated guess, but do not leave any answer blank. Use a pencil only, a pen is not allowed. Now, if you are going for the paper-based test, you will need to first write your answers on a rough sheet and then do double work, copy them to the actual answer sheet in good handwriting, right? So that the examiner can understand what you've written. So for doing this double work, you get 10 minutes extra for transferring your answers. So you have a slight drawback of the paper-based test that you need to write the answers, same answers twice, which increases the chances of making errors as well. As compared to the computer-delivered test, where this problem is solved, there is no handwriting issue. So you can straight away type the answers on the screen when you hear them. And this is why you don't have to do the double work. So you don't need the transfer time. Still, they are going to give you 2 to 4 minutes extra at the end to just quickly check that you've written all the answers. All right. Now, these are the 4 sections in the listening test. You can see you have part 1, which is the easiest part. 2 people would be speaking here and they would be exchanging personal information. What kind of information? Let me explain. So imagine one person asks, what is your name? The other person say, Deeksha, Deekshe. The next person says, what is your phone number? And the person says, 99999999. So they will be exchanging factual information. All right. Then you will have section 2. Only one person speaks here. Usually this is a map. Section 3, again, you can have up to 4 people speaking here. And this is going to be in a more academic context. So they will be talking about a research, a project, an exam, discussing something academic, right? And this is usually where you have your MCQs. So this is where the paper starts getting tough. And section number 4 is where a lecturer speaks, and there are usually notes made on this lecture by a student. You need to complete the notes, or you can even have MCQs here. And sorry, section 3, I forgot to inform you, is where you have usually your tables as well. So that is what I'm going to be targeting today, the tables, which appear in the third part of the exam. Okay. Very good question. Gola says, how do I concentrate while the audio plays without getting distracted? So I'm sure all of you faced this, and I have a very good tip for this. If you lose concentration, all right, I am not sure. I'm so sorry. I believe I got disconnected. So yes, as I was saying, how many of you face this error where you lose concentration? All right, yes. So I have a tip for you guys, right? Tip number 1 is, whenever that happens, think about Canada. Canada jana ya nahi, right? So think about Canada. And if still it doesn't work, tip number two is think about 15,500 rupees. All right. So this usually works for me. Whenever I scare myself like that, I quickly, get back all my concentration. So let me know. Try it once. Let me know if it works for you. All right. Okay. So yes, let's begin the session quickly. We are going to practice listening today, and I will be showing you a passage, sorry, an audio, which is picked from the IELTS exam. So which has the same difficulty level as your actual IELTS exam. All right. So you are in luck today. You are getting the same difficulty level as the IELTS exam. Before I play it, I want to talk about the word limit. Do we understand the word count? Because you will need to follow the word limit here. So quickly, let us discuss the word count in the listening module. Right? Let me take a small quiz. If the word count says write no more than 2 words, tell me, is this answer correct? Lady. Is this answer correct? So, is it more than 2 words? No, right? It's 1 word. So yes, absolutely correct. Okay, what about this answer? Is this correct? Very good, Tanvi. Good, Farah. Good, Sonu. Yes, absolutely correct. It is 2 words. What if I write this like that? 2 ladies. Is this correct? Okay. Let's check. Let's count it. So guys, ladies is a word. What about 2? Is this 2 a word? Or is it a numeral, a number? It's a number, right? And does your word limit allow numbers? Does it say that numbers are allowed? Where? It doesn't say that, right? It doesn't allow numbers. So this answer would actually be wrong, right? Okay. What about this one? Fair-haired lady. Exactly that way. Correct. Chandan, there is no sometimes in the IELTS exam. It's either yes or no. Okay, let's count this answer also. So lady is 1 word, right? What about fair-haired? Fair-haired is a hyphenated word. Hyphenated words. That means every hyphenated word is 1 word only. So 1 plus 1, that is 2, which means this answer is all right, Amog. So yes, the answer in this one is correct. It is total of 2 words. Okay. Last one. Beautiful pink dolls. This one? So 3 words, right? Absolutely wrong. Okay. All right. Let me give you one last word count. What if I change this word count? Right? What if I change this word count 2 words and I make it 2 words and or a number? Let's say this is the new word count. Okay. Now tell me that, 1 second. Now tell me, is this answer correct? So let's count. It is 1 number and 2 words. And here you can see the instructions allow me 1 number and here it says and 2 words. So yes, absolutely correct, Chandan. All right. Okay, good job done, guys. Now, let me tell you guys that your answer needs to be grammatically correct. Right? Now, when I say grammatically correct, what all is included in grammar? Tell me. What all is included in grammar? Capitalization, right? The rules of capitalization are included. So, which words do we capitalize in English? Sorry. Tell me. Which words begin with capitals? What are the rules? So, nouns. No. Boy is a noun. We don't write boy with capitals. No, that's not correct. Which noun are you talking about? Which noun? Very good, Tanvi. Proper nouns. Absolutely correct. That means names, particular names of people, places, animals, things, right? Okay, so proper nouns, very good. Let's say if I say Jesus, right? Or if I say Yamuna River, right? All of this. Okay, are you sure you know, all right, Amog, that you know all about the proper nouns? Are you clear with proper nouns? Yes. Okay, let's test it then. I am giving you a test for proper nouns. Tell me which of these capitalizations is correct. Okay, first one is December, the current month. How do I write it? Number 1 or 2? Which one is correct? Very good. Number 1. Awesome. What about today's date, which is Tuesday? How do I write Tuesday? 1 or 2? Correct, Tanvi. Tanvi is quick. Fastest finger first. Huh? Okay, very good. Again, Tuesday, the first one is correct. Okay, what about if I want to write the weather, the season? It is right now the winter season. Winters are coming. So which winter is correct? First or second? Absolutely wrong. No, guys. If it was so easy, would I give it to you? So this time, the second one is correct. Winter, the seasons are not proper nouns. So if I write them in this manner, what will I get? Anda, right? 0. Egg, 0. I will lose marks. So that is why, to avoid all of this confusion, to avoid it, what should I do? Very simple. I have a trick for this also. You can simply use all capitals, capital letters for every answer by keeping your caps lock on, or simply if you're writing with a pencil, then just make sure you use all capitals. So that is a very good hack. All right. So let's begin, guys, and listen to our first audio. Here is my first table. Let me show you my first table that I have for you. So yes, guys, here is our first table. And which part of the exam is it from? First, second, third, fourth? It is from the fourth part. So it is going to be quite tricky, guys, let me tell you. It is going to be tricky. All right. The word count allows only one word. Okay, let's read the questions. Indian Railways is owned and dash by the government of India. So can you predict the answer? What will the answer be? Owned and what? Owned and what? Some verb, right? I'm looking for what? My answer is going to be, let's say, a verb, right? For example, owned and, can you give me an example? Owned and, let's say, leased, for example, by the government of India, right? Run, very good. So yes, Berozgar. Guys, what usernames are you using? Berozgar YouTuber. Oh, so yes, for example, he says owned and run. All right, so I'm playing the audio now. Please read all the questions. Take 30 seconds. Jaspreet says controlled. Definitely possible. Manoj says owned and maintained. Manoj.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
In today's lecture, we're going to be talking about the history of Indian railways, from when they began up until 1945, when they had all been taken over by the government. Indian Railways is an Indian state-owned enterprise, owned and operated by the Government of India through the Ministry of Railways. It is one of the world's largest railway networks, comprising 115,000 kilometers of track, over a route of 65,000 kilometers, and there are 7,500 stations. It transports over 25 million passengers daily, which is over 9 billion on an annual basis. Indian Railways is the world's 9th largest commercial or utility employer by number of employees, with over 1.4 million employees. The history of rail transport in India began in the mid-19th century. The core of the pressure for building railways in India came from London. In 1848, there was not a single kilometer of railway line in India. A British engineer, Robert Maitland Brereton, was responsible for the expansion of the railways from 1857 onwards. The Allahabad-Jabalpur branch line of the East Indian Railway had been opened in June 1867. Brereton was responsible for linking this with the Great Indian Peninsula Railway, resulting in a combined network of 6,400 kilometers. Hence it became possible to travel directly from Bombay to Calcutta. This route was officially opened on the 7th of March in 1870, and it was part of the inspiration for French writer Jules Verne's book Around the World in 80 Days. At the opening ceremony, the Viceroy Lord Mayo concluded that if possible, at the earliest possible moment, the whole country should be covered with a network of lines in a uniform system. By 18...
All right. So yes. Very good, Vaibhav. Absolutely correct. But Vaibhav, have you written the answer in the correct way? Would you write it like this? With wrong capitals? Very good. Manoj as well. Are you sure you will write the wrong capitals in the exam and lose marks? Good, Berozgar, correct. Berozgar, please tell me your name. It is funny for me to call you out like that. Okay, so yes, let's discuss the answers. A lot of you are correct. Very good, correct. Tanvi, yes. Tanvi, make a guess. If you lost the answer, make a guess. Okay, so the first question, it was owned and operated. Very good, guys. Operated was the correct answer. Very close to all of the suggestions that you made. There are more than 25 million. So 25. Now, the expansion of the railways occurred. Expansion, all right. And it led to a network of 6,400 kilometers. And the last answer, he says it was part of the inspiration behind the book Around the World in 80 Days. So it was an inspiration. All right, Chandan. Okay. So please quickly check your answers and tell me, do you have any query? All right. So this was the first half of this question. There is the second half as well. Let's move to the second half now. Second half is right here. Now the word count has changed in the second half. It says no more than 2 words. Now 2 words are allowed. So now you can see that on the left side, the time periods are given to you. And on the right side, what happened in that time period. So between this time period, the network radiated inward from Dash, Madras and Calcutta. So can you guess what will this answer be? I think what will the answer be? The name of a city. Exactly. It's going to be the name of a city. Perfect. So let's read all the questions, guys. Read all the questions. So it was not long before various independent kingdoms had their own dash. So the audio is about railways, right? So what do you think? It was not long before various kingdoms had their own what? Trains. Okay. All right, let me write it. Trains. Tracks. Okay. So yes, you should predict before the audio plays, right? Please read all. And I am now playing the audio.
Hence it became possible to travel directly from Bombay to Calcutta. This route was officially opened on the 7th of March in 1870, and it was part of the inspiration for French writer Jules Verne's book Around the World in 80 Days.
So from here it starts.
At the opening ceremony, the Viceroy Lord Mayo concluded that if possible, at the earliest possible moment, the whole country should be covered with a network of lines in a uniform system. By 1875, about £95 million were invested by British companies in Indian railways. By 1880, the network had a route mileage of about 14,500 kilometers, mostly radiating inwards from the 3 major port cities of Bombay, Madras, and Calcutta. By 1895, India had started building its own locomotives, and in 1896 sent engineers and locomotives to help build the Uganda railways. In 1900, the Great Indian Peninsula Railway became a government-owned company. The network spread to the modern-day states of Assam, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh, and soon, various autonomous kingdoms began to have their own rail systems. In 1905, an early railway board was constituted, but the powers were formally vested under Lord Curzon, the then Viceroy of India. It served under the Department of Commerce and Industry, and had a government railway official serving as chairman, a railway manager from England, and an agent of one of the company railways as the other 2 members. For the first time in its history, the railways began to make a profit. In 1907, almost all the rail companies were taken over by the government. The following year, the first electric locomotive made its appearance, and with the arrival of World War I, the railways were used to meet the needs of the British outside India, but with the end of the war, the railways were in a state of disrepair and collapse. In 1920, with the network having expanded to 61,220 kilometers, a need for central management was mooted by Sir William Ackworth, a British railway economist. Based on the East India Railway Committee chaired by Ackworth, the government took over the management of the railways and detached the finances of the railways from the other government revenues. The period between 1920 and 1929 was a period of economic boom. There were 66,000 kilometers of railway lines serving the country. The railways represented a capital value of some 687 million sterling, and they carried over 620 million passengers and approximately 90 million tons of goods each year. Following the Great Depression, the railways suffered economically for the next 8 years, and the Second World War severely crippled the railways. Starting in 1939, about 40% of the rolling stock, including locomotives and coaches, was taken to the Middle East. The railway workshops were converted to ammunition workshops, and many railway tracks were dismantled to help the Allies in the war. By 1946, all rail systems had been taken over by the government.
All right. Quickly send me your answers. You have 30 seconds. So, how was this audio? Difficult or easy? Easy? Even I think it was easy. So yes. Very good, Vaibhav, Sonu. Tanvi, check your 38th answer. And your 39th answer. Okay, let's discuss the answers. Vijay, your 37th answer is incomplete. 38th answer spelling, 38th answer is not correct. 39th answer incomplete. Okay, let's discuss. So the city was Bombay. So the various autonomous kingdoms had their own rail systems. All right. Railway systems is also correct, Tanvi. Yes. Next, they were suffering from disrepair. Now see, and is already written in the question. You can't write that again. If you repeat the word and, what is the word count? 2 words. So if you repeat the word and, will it fit the word count? No, right? So disrepair, just comma, collapse. Now, next they had a capital value, not capitalization. The word capitalization has gone in our head. And the last one, locomotives and coaches were moved. All right. So yes, good job done, guys. This is usually the level of difficulty for table questions in the exam. And we are going to do one more small table question quickly, right? So here is the fresh question. The table is right here. Complete the table below. Only one word is allowed for each answer. No, sorry, not this one. I'll tell you which one. So yes, this table over here. This table we'll be doing, the word count is one word only, right? Quickly, let's read the question. Decide on sample 12 students from the dash department. So I think again, easy. Can you predict the answer? Which department? Name of some subject. Exactly, right? Biology, chemistry, science. Right, next. Decide on procedure. Answers on dash. So answers on what? All right, and I'm playing the audio now.
Suggest.
So, Luke, for our next psychology assignment, we have to do something on sleep and dreams.
Right. I've just read an article suggesting why we tend to forget most of our dreams soon after we wake up. I mean, most of my dreams aren't that interesting anyway. But what it said was that if we remembered everything, we might get mixed up about what actually happened and what we dreamed. So it's a sort of protection. I hadn't heard that idea before. I'd always assumed that it was just that we didn't have room in our memories for all that stuff.
Me too. What do you think about the idea that our dreams may predict the future?
It's a belief that you get all over the world.
Yeah, lots of people have a story of it happening to them. But the explanation I've read is that for each dream that comes true, we have thousands that don't, but we don't notice those. We don't even remember them. We just remember the ones where something in the real world, like a view or an action, happens to trigger a dream memory.
Right. So it's just a coincidence, really. Something
Seem to show any So, shall we plan what we have to do for this assignment?
Okay.
First, we have to decide on our research question. So, how about...
Think about who we'll do the study on. About 12 people?
Right. And shall we use other psychology students?
Let's use people from a different department. What about history?
Yes, they might have interesting dreams. Or literature students.
I don't really know any.
Okay, forget that idea. Then we have to think about our methodology. So we could use observation, but that doesn't seem appropriate.
No. It needs to be self-reporting, I think. And we could ask them to answer questions online.
But in this case, paper might be better, as they'll be doing it straight after they wake up. In fact, while they're still half asleep.
Right. And we'll have to check the ethical guidelines for this sort of research.
Because our experiment involves humans.
All right. So I think again, fairly simple, right? Which department do they talk about? First, the boy says history, the girl suggests literature, and then they narrow down on the history department. And where are they going to write the answers? Online or on paper? Exactly, because they have just woken up. All right, so this is usually how table questions are in your IELTS exam. And if you want to study with me and solve questions like this daily on a daily basis, you can do that, and you can study with me in my batch, which is starting tonight at 10:30 p.m. Okay. Now, before I talk to you about my batch, I want to know how many of you are planning to go abroad in September 2023. Yes. So guys, did you know that if you are planning to go abroad in September 2023, you have to apply by March. And for that, you will have to take your IELTS exam in January. Otherwise, you will miss the intake. So you need to start preparing right now, because it will take you at least a month to prepare. Right? Today is 6th of December. If you start today, you will be ready by January. It will take at least a month minimum. Sometimes it takes a month and a half also. Right? So we need to start practicing. And if you want to do that with me, my batch starts tonight at 10:30 p.m. Okay, it's a 4-week crash course. So you will have to tolerate me for 20 live classes. All the best. All right. And yeah, in case you miss a session, you will get the recordings also. You will get 100 computer-based tests. Because see, we need to practice if you want to clear the exam, right? Today, you've seen what is the difficulty level of just the listening module, which is actually the easiest one. So if this is the difficulty of the easiest module, imagine how speaking and writing will be, right? So every day, along with my class, you will have doubt solving sessions also, which you can join. I will send you 4 student manuals. Along with that, for speaking, we have 25 speaking mock tests, which are full length. So guys, one speaking test is for 15 minutes. and you are getting 25. So imagine how proficient you will be once you've practiced the same thing 25 times. You'll be a pro, right? You won't be nervous or scared after that. You'll be thorough with the full format, the full exam style, right? And I will evaluate your writing mock test 28 times. You will send it to me and I will check it, check the grammar, vocabulary, everything. Give you a band also here. So I'll tell you what band your writing is at and how you can improve it. Right? So all of this is included in the crash course, guys. And earlier, this was available for 10,000 rupees. However, right now, it's available at a 20% discount. And it's available for 7,995, which, trust me, is a steal. You will not get such excellent quality at this price anywhere in any institute. I can guarantee that. And also, guys, let me tell you, you can go ahead, just Google LeapScholar, check out our reviews. Check our reviews on Quora, on LinkedIn, wherever, whichever social media, Reddit website you use. Please check our reviews. You will see the testimonials, how many students have scored 8.5, right? And then make an informed decision. And also, guys, let me tell you that even if your university wants, so for those of you who are going to Canada, right, most of your universities would need 6.5, but your aim should not be 6.5, guys. I'll give you two reasons. One, you should aim for 8. The reason is when you go abroad, you will probably, self-finance or take a loan. I'm not sure, right? So you will work part-time, right? Did you know that people who have a better IELTS score find it easier to negotiate their wage in the part-time job, right? The minimum wage is set. For example, in UK, it's 13, I think 12 or 13 pounds per hour, right? So if you have a really good IELTS score, you can use that and you can show it to the the hiring manager, and you can negotiate a better minimum wage, right? So this is why aim for a better band, guys. This should be your aim. And second reason, you do get eligible for a lot of scholarships, especially in the UK, if you score an 8 above, right? And you can win the scholarship as well. So that is why, guys, aim for a better band and join me in my session, which starts tonight at 10:30 p.m. Once again, I'm letting you know, I will be in touch with you 24/7 once you have enrolled. You will be my problem after that. I can guarantee you that you will get a band 7 above in the first go itself, provided you attend all my sessions, not that you vanish, right? So you have to attend all the sessions and do the mock test. Every Saturday, we will be having a mock test. So you need to do that as well. If you follow everything I say, you can definitely get a band 7 above in the first go itself. Now, if you have any doubt or any query about this, please ask me, right? So yes, what is your query? Can I prepare for the IELTS on my own? So, all right, you guys tell me, can you prepare for the IELTS exam on your own? What do you think? What do you think? You tell me, what do you think? Can somebody prepare for the IELTS exam on their own? I want to see what do you think about it. So let me tell you guys, let me clear this misconception. The truth is, yes, you can prepare for the IELTS exam on, yes, you can. But my question to you is, what is the cost of the IELTS exam? 15,500, right? So my recommendation is, if you want to prepare on your own, it will take you at least 6 months. Trust me, right? So that means you won't be able to apply for September intake then. 2023 will go, right? You will lose that. You will be able to go in 2024 then, right? If you want to prepare in 1 month, you will need coaching. It's not possible to prepare on your own in 1 month because the syllabus is too vast, right? So yeah, don't gamble on 15,000 rupees. Don't risk on this. Just make sure you guarantee you get in a short band by just enrolling in a select batch. All right, what else? What other doubts do we have? Hi, Dhruv. What is the minimum band for getting a good university? Manoj, which country are you going to? It depends on the country. Jaspreet, can I prepare for 9 bands? I recently got 7 overall. All right. So Jaspreet, see, an overall 9 band is a very challenging band. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's really challenging. And if you want to score 9, right, I would recommend you go for the elite course, which is our one-on-one batch, right? Here you get one-on-one attention. So yes, go for the elite course, study with a teacher alone, right? And you will definitely be able to get a band 9 as well. So you'll have to put in a lot of effort, right? You'll have to prepare for at least 2 months, putting in at least 2 hours daily. And yes, you can do that. So yes, you can go for the elite course, which costs 15,000. Again, you can use my code DMYT20. All right. And you can get this for 11,999. Okay. Guys, what else? What other doubts do we have? USA. So Manoj, for most of the universities in US, most of them, you need band 7, right? Certain universities, the top universities, you need 7.5 also. So check which university are you going to, right? You can simply check on the website of your university. So guys, let me show you, once you click on the link that I have sent, which page opens up. I'm just going to show you that. And how to enroll. I'll show you that as well. So guys, when you click on the link that I have sent you, this is the page that opens up. Now you can see the select batch. The one on the left is what I am taking. Click here on view upcoming batches. All right. Now all the batches will open up, right? You can see we have many different timings. If you want to study with me, you can see my picture over here, Deeksha Mehta, it says, right? Starts tonight at 10:30. So just click on join batch. And once again, you can see the date and timing here. Over here in promo code, put the promo code DMYT20. All right. And here click on confirm slot. Okay. Now, when you click here, you will get a pop-up which asks for your phone number. Once you enter your phone number, it will allow you to make the payment. All right. So I hope you've understood how you can join me. Please ask me any question if you have any other question, and I will answer it. So guys, my batch starts tonight, and this is the last opportunity to join it. So please don't let this golden opportunity go. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. All right. All right. So guys, the code is pre-applied when you click on the link. It is already applied, and the price that you will see is 7,995. Sandeep, writing. What about writing, my dear? So yes, of course, all 4 modules are covered, Sandeep. You will have the writing module. I will cover both task 1 and task 2. And after we do those, you will be able to submit 28 writing answers, which I will evaluate and give you a band as well. Guys, go ahead, ask your doubts. This is your chance to get all of your doubts cleared. Please let me know if you have any question and I will answer. So yes, guys, remember it's a very expensive exam. And trust me, it happens a lot of times that people are not able to clear one particular module at the first go, right? It happened with my own cousin who was planning to go to Canada for his master's, right? And every time in the writing module, he used to get stuck at 5.5. Right now, if you are aware, for Canada, the requirement is overall 6.5, right? Not just that, Canada wants that every module should be at least 6, right? So just because in writing he used to get stuck, he had to waste so much money twice. And then the third time he came to me and I asked him, why didn't you come earlier when you knew your own sister is an IELTS trainer? And he said, I was feeling shy to ask you for a favor. Imagine. And of course he was feeling shy that he hadn't cleared the exam because he is from Amity. Sorry, I'm not going to take any names, apologies. He's from a really nice reputed school, and he studied in a really nice college for his bachelor's. So he was embarrassed, right? So finally, we sat down. I assessed so many of his writings. We did a live writing evaluation as well. And finally, today he is studying in Canada, in Toronto. So he's very happy, and I hope the same for you as well. So guys, do not do what he did, and just make sure you book your course and guarantee get an assured band 7 above. Manoj, my English is not great. Can I join this? Yes, of course, my dear. We will teach you everything from scratch. And let me tell you one more thing. If you struggle with sentence construction, right, and if your grammar is not good, right now, right, currently, we have grammar classes also. So you will get grammar classes as well. So do not worry. Even if you struggle with English, you are at a basic level of English, we will still help you. Right? Shubham, the total number of hours is 20. So the batch will happen from Monday to Friday. On Saturday will be a mock test. So 20 hours stretched over 4 weeks. So the batch will get over on 5th of January. So you will be free to book your IELTS after 5th of January. So yes, guys, do not, what are you waiting for, guys? Book your course with me. Today is the last chance. My batch is starting today, right? Tomorrow you won't be able to do that. So please, click on this link or just save this link. Take a few hours, discuss with your parents, right? And come back quickly. We have only a few seats left in my batch and join it. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for joining my session today. I had a lovely time with all of you, and I hope to see you tonight at 10:30. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Manoj, the grammar classes are also included. They are not chargeable. They are included in this batch.